This movie is called The Fault in Our Stars, so better start with a shot of a bunch of stars. Who can find fault with that?
I believe we have a choice in this world
Narration.
about how to tell sad stories. On the one hand, you can sugarcoat it, and nothing is too messed up that can't be fixed with an apology and a Peter Gabriel song.
Wait, that's one way to tell a sad story? Also, is the movie throwing shade at Say Anything? Because if so, f*** you, movie. The cheesy romantic comedies with easy resolutions you're trying to take a shot at were all the copycats that came out in the 30 years since Say Anything made romantic comedies awesome again. Okay? Get your shit together, guy who wrote this script.
Depression's not a side effect of cancer. It's a side effect of dying.
No, it's a side effect of having a mental health problem. But whatever, real truth movie, cute line. Also, you paid money to watch this movie character read a book. I wish I had that cliche. Also, Hazel circled another passage in this book, and the fake author has written 6 twos in a row. It's either a sin that I see 6 uses of the word two in a row, or that I will never be able to read this fake book to find out why there are 6 in a row. Damn you, Van Houten!
Support groups can be a great way for you to connect with people who are...
You might even see Tyler Durden there.
We are gathered here today, literally, in the heart of Jesus.
Movie thinks this cheesy Christian is some kind of new comedic territory we've never seen before.
I'll spare you the gory details of Patrick's ball cancer. Basically, they found it in his nuts.
Okay, so you told me it'd spare me the gory details, then you go right into the gory details. What's wrong with you, woman?
And so I went. Not because I wanted to, or because I thought it would help me.
Damn it, she's gonna narrate this whole f***ing movie, isn't she?
Sorry.
Wait, didn't we just see these assholes playing brother and sister in Divergent? If that's the case, ew. Also, did Hollywood only have like 6 young actors to choose from, and that's why we got these 2 again in this movie? And why we got Shailene Woodley and Miles Teller, who was also in Divergent for the Spectacular Now? Do young people want to act anymore? Is the entire talent pool getting diluted by the porn industry? Is Gus using the stare at the girl until she likes you technique? Because let me tell you from experience, that shit never works. I conducted many experiments in high school, and all I got was a diploma.
I have great friends like Augustus Waters.
Augustus Waters? This is a Mad Lib name. Pick one Caesar and one of the 4 major elements. Boom, that's your cancer friend name.
My fears? Oblivion.
Oh, come on, the movie wasn't that bad. Good God, that's the 2nd time we've seen this cliche. Also, new lovers are almost always faces. Of course she doesn't like him at first and thinks he's a cocky jerk. There wouldn't be a movie otherwise, would there?
I thought we were in a church basement, but apparently we were literally in the heart of Jesus.
Sorry, but the dictionary no longer finds fault with that particular use of literally. But you know what? Dictionary's wrong. I'd send the dictionary if I could, but I'll send the movie instead. Wait, what?
What's your name?
Hazel.
Hazel and Augustus? Modern morose love story takes its character names from times ranging from olden to ancient.
Enjoy looking at beautiful people.
Man, this guy does everything in the picking up chicks how not manual.
Really? That is disgusting. Ugh, you were doing really well, too.
He was?
There's always a hamartia, isn't there?
Marsha.
It's a fatal flaw.
Okay, so do you generally expect people to know that word, or are you just an asshole? Also, movie unintentionally reminds me of the Brady Bunch. Hamartia, Hamartia, Hamartia.
They don't actually hurt you unless you light them.
This guy carries around a box of cigarettes in order to espouse a life philosophy. So it's that type of movie, is it?
Next thing I know, I found myself in an experimental trial.
And she went from talking to him in the car to narrating to the audience again just like that.
For our sophistication.
How is someone this comically bad at driving, even if they got a pity license? Best layup award.
What's your story?
Damn, Butler t-shirt, Indiana University, and Colts gear? Not only is this guy from Indiana, he roots for everything from Indiana.
Hazel Grace? I love it when you talk medical to me.
So she went over to his house, they exchanged book suggestions, and then she left, I guess? We also probably missed a hilarious driving her back to her house scene where you ran over 5 cats. iPhone is a dick to expectations. Text reading. 17-year-old wearing a Pink Floyd t-shirt. I'm confused, Hollywood. Exactly what generation are you trying to appeal to with this movie?
Welcome to the sweet torture of reading an imperial fiction.
This asshole Gus calls his could-be girlfriend while his best friend is having a psychotic episode over the breakup with his girlfriend. That's killing 2 birds with 1 eye. I mean, being an asshole to 2 people with 1 phone call.
I've been wanting to call you for a few days now.
But I wanted to let you wait and figure out if I'd ever call again.
And I feel like ending your book in the middle of a sentence sort of violates the contract, don't you think?
Yeah, it's just so truthful. You know, you just die in the middle of life.
These 2 might as well be discussing the Sopranos finale. No one who parents for a living takes notice of the violent and loud teen angst outbursts taking place in their basement. You know what makes conversations about books and movies great? Well, nothing really, but especially when someone is breaking stuff in the background for comedic effect.
That's the thing about pain. It demands to be felt.
So she went over to his house, they exchanged book opinions, and then she left, I guess? We probably also missed a hilarious driving her back to her house scene where he crashed into 5 McDonald's, interrupted by a hilarious Isaac kills a reindeer because he's sad scene.
I cannot stop thinking about this goddamn book.
It seems like the big Isaac has a psychotic episode over the loss of his girlfriend scene could have been saved for, I don't know, another movie perhaps. Mainly because the first interaction between Hazel and Gus after days and days of no contact was nearly worthless. And now here we are back to where we started 5 minutes ago. All this awesome shit in this room is an orgy of evidence that when you have teenage cancer, your parents spend out the ass to keep you as happy as possible. iPod meet cute. With hands.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we really doing this?
Perhaps okay will be our always.
Because the people who did that are still happily together. Email reading.
How would you like to go on a picnic with me?
I know you gals love this flick, but I hope you realize the script is basically paint by numbers, spontaneous weird guy with a dash of cancer. Family that can't afford to send their daughter to Amsterdam has a f***ing 72-inch flat-screen TV in a house Tom Hanks would be comfortable in.
Probably why I'm still a virgin.
You are not still a virgin.
Right? Someone who doesn't give a f*** like him has been laid a few times, probably even accidentally.
And this is 18-year-old dudes with one leg.
Yeah, because there just aren't any girls out there who would possibly have sex with a one-legged dude. I mean, have you seen Murderball? Those guys are quadriplegics and they're getting laid.
Sorry, the tomatoes are Mexican.
That's racist. Thank you. So they went on a picnic. He said they were going to Amsterdam and then they left, I guess? We probably also missed a hilarious driving her back to her house scene where he got laid 5 times.
Oh, it's so beautiful and a little insane.
Oh, it's super insane.
This movie thinks it's original, but how many times have we seen a girl fall in love with a guy, or vice versa, simply because that guy is wacky and does all sorts of unexpected or odd things that bemuse the girl, like insisting on always saying both her first and middle names? Answer, tons! More text reading. Symbols of lost childhood cliche.
What's the matter?
I don't know. Everything.
Oh, Hazel Grace would be excellent at CinemaSins.
All your efforts to keep me from you are gonna fail.
Funny, when I say that, it's a restraining order. This guy says it.
Gus, I'm a grenade.
You could always date Steve Rogers. I hear he has no problem falling on grenades.
I don't know. I feel like it's my responsibility to minimize the casualties.
It's not you, it's my cancer cliche. Craigslist. Folders named Stuff contain pornography 95% of the time. I'm just saying. Haha, pedophilia jokes always kill.
Friends.
Friends.
This movie probably wouldn't be 2 hours and 13 f***ing minutes long if some of this insisting on being friends for stupid reasons even though they love each other bullshit was trimmed. The fault in our cheesy on-screen text messaging treatment. Jesus, half this movie is rereading the book. Haha, Google+.
We're going to Amsterdam.
Words every teen wants to hear from their mother while naked in a towel. Party in Amsterdam, yo!
I love you so much.
This girl is crying at the prospect of meeting her favorite author. I need to write a book. Author of the book this film is based on, who is known for vlogging with his brother on YouTube, now finds himself on YouTube again, being mocked. By us. Good God, we're dicks.
Do you want to try it?
Ew, you're gonna put this nose in this little girl's nose.
Have you never been on a plane before?
Confident guy is afraid of flying cliche. American Airlines. If this movie is trying to suggest the exterior shot of the plane is an establishing one for the next sleeping passengers one, well then why the f*** is the plane flying at like 2,000 feet after having traveled over Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and New York? Movie turns to all the guys that got dragged to this movie and says, haha, f*** you. Falling in Love soundtrack song montage cliche. A movie that makes a big deal out of going to Amsterdam has no interest in showing you the real reasons for going to Amsterdam. Hey guys, have I mentioned before what an annoying character trait this is? Well, just in case I haven't. Up until now, this was all fun and games, but now I actually have a boner face. If I was a teen and I had terminal cancer and I was in Amsterdam for the first and last time, I would not be going on a boat tour. That's all I'm saying. Movie suddenly turns into the ending of Twilight.
Do you know what Dom Perignon said after he invented champagne? Come quickly, he said. I'm tasting the stars.
Yeah, but did he find fault with them? That's my question.
I mean, not like a heaven where you ride in a unicorn all day and live in a mansion made of clouds, but yes, I definitely believe in something.
Everyone believes in something, you idiot. And most people who believe in God do not include f***ing unicorns in their belief system. Generic dialogue is generic. If you admit that you can play the accordion, no one will hire you in a rock and roll band. But apparently street bands need 2 of you. Gus knocks out of spite before entering without permission. Movies are better with current popular hipster soundtrack songs, as opposed to any kind of original score. Loads of alcohol and empty drinking glasses everywhere are an orgy of evidence that we're about to see some serious alcoholism.
Thank you so much for writing back to us.
Yours are the first missives to which I replied.
But why? You obviously get tons of letters and emails and shit. And this is probably not the first time someone wrote you saying, I'm dying, please tell me the secrets to your book. So what gives?
Did you dress like her on purpose?
Since it's obviously the assistant that actually cared about these two and not Peter himself, it's amazing that the assistant didn't ask Hazel and Gus to come at a better time, or warn them about what an asshole this dude is, or anything other than running them into this freight train of dickheadedness.
We bought them dinner last night.
Was our pleasure.
Long-adored hero turns out to be asshole cliche.
I thought meeting you would help him. That he could see that his work has shaped real lives.
Apparently that was the only part of your plan. Sure, it made sense in your head, I guess, but often plans require preparation. You basically ambushed a writer who wanted to be left alone, and you lied to these kids about the man Peter is. This is like a double catfish.
Perhaps we can do some sightseeing?
We'll go with you anywhere, person who lied to us. Wow, who knew visiting the Anne Frank house was worth possibly dying for? I'm glad you two are finally kissing and all, but this is still the Anne Frank Museum. Not 100% appropriate, yo. Teen love is worth a slow clap. Also, all these people clap because I guess they know how long this took. They couldn't possibly just be horny teenagers. I mean, this chick carries around an oxygen tank. The journey to get to this kiss is implicit. So they went over to Anne Frank's house, they exchanged a kiss, and then they left the nice Van Houten secretary with no further explanation, I guess. We also probably missed a hilarious they get on the subway scene where inexplicably Gus has to drive the train and runs over Willem Dafoe. Not Peter Van Houten, but Willem Dafoe. Tragic. Cancer sex. Also PG-13. Also, why does her brother get to see those boobs and we don't? Oh, this isn't Divergent? You say I should know better? Who the f*** is talking to me right now? Okay, ladies, this sheet is a sin. We believe in equality here. I mean, we don't want to see this dude's junk, but we know a sin when we see one. We know it's his first time, but we're assuming it's her first time too, so I guess that was the best sex ever, right?
Lining my chest, my liver.
What was this asshole smiling about when he woke up this morning? When did he decide, oops, time to tell Hazel about my cancer coming back? This comes out of left field. It's a blindsiding that doesn't make any sense because the dude has been nothing but happy and unburdened the whole time he's been here, until magically, now.
I'm sorry. Should have told you.
Everyone in this movie dies.
Would it be absolutely ludicrous if we just made out right now?
You mean without reminders of the Holocaust? Cancer makes vandalism acceptable, and I'm okay with that. And I am not okay with that.
We also have 2 dozen eggs, so if I were you, I would go back inside.
Monica's mom says, okay, no need to call the police, I guess. Time to catch up on Catcher in the Rye. Holden Caulfield is such a scamp.
Hi. 911?
Hi, 911, question mark? How many misdial possibilities are there that you could be unsure of who you called? Don't they answer the phone, 911, what is your emergency? Jesus. You know, you're not in Amsterdam anymore. I mean, I know we all live the dream that we're still in Amsterdam once we get on that plane back to the States, but they can still arrest you for underage drinking in public, wheelchair or not. Gus told Hazel to meet him at the literal heart of Jesus, which the movie has defined as the church basement. So how did she know to come to the sanctuary? What kind of a twisted, sick, selfish son of a bitch would force the 2 people he loves most to go through this kind of shit? Gus is the devil. Man, what would she have done if she hadn't written the eulogy already? This asshole Gus called this pre-funeral by surprise. What if she slacked the slightest bit on writing this thing? She'd wing it, and he'd still love her, but deep down inside, Gus would have resented her until the day he died, which, you know, is tomorrow.
Some infinities are simply bigger than other infinities.
Ah, even when the villain of the movie isn't there to hear those words being thrown back at him, it's still annoying as fuck. I had something prepared, but now it's time to speak from the heart cliche.
Funerals, I decided, are not for the dead. They're for the living.
Character states the obvious as though it's some kind of insightful prose. Movie tries to beat Manos the Hands of Fate for longest driving scene ever.
No, he didn't write it. Gus wrote it. Apparently Gus wrote something down and then sent it to Van Houten.
What? Why would he do that? I mean, if he actually wanted the odds to be good, that she'd read it at least.
We all want to be remembered.
Previously on The Fault in Our Stars. Movie has the exact beginning and ending of the series Lost. Also, Hazel Grace died 3 weeks later, followed by the blind kid 2 days after who was hit by a car. John Green. Actually, hold on. I think it's Hank Green that's the sin. Definitely Hank Green. The one with the glasses.
I'll spare you the gory details of Patrick's ball cancer.
I may switch you to Zoloft.
You know what? Why I'm here in the first place is to sell you meth.
Times this year. See this circle?
Time is a flat circle.
Gus, I'm a grenade.
What you don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for ya.
We're here with JC. Who wants to share their story with the group?
No one will have sex with me.
What's your name?
Hazel.
Hey, your mother's uglier than Hazel. Hazel really puts your mother to shame.
Harold was deep in thought. For a few brief moments, from Bourne Boulevard to Euclid Avenue, all the calculations and all the rules and all the precision of Harold's life just faded away.
Hazel? Can you tell me a story?
Down the flat, we'll have a little field. Feed the alfalfa for the rabbits.
Rabbits.
and I get to tender